Welcome back to the WHHI Daily News. Dr. Debi Lynes has joined us for her Mind Your Health segment. Social anxiety, crowd anxiety might be a good topic because there will be lots of people out at Harbortown.
It's actually a really interesting topic during this time of year. We've got all the golf tournaments, the Masters, things like that. We've got all the fests. And people talk a lot about crowds and how they feel around crowds. I thought it might be fun first to talk about what social anxiety is not.
Okay.
Social anxiety is not fear of crowds.
All right.
Social anxiety is when you see someone and you feel as though you're quiet around them, you feel shy around them, you feel judged, you feel as though you might be rejected, so you sort of isolate That is more what social anxiety is. Okay. Think of it as kids walking down the hall and the cool kids are walking this way and you sort of don't make contact.
Right.
Okay, so crowds and social don't really go hand in hand. They can. But what we're really talking about is more of a phobia. I don't like the feeling of lots of people surrounding me and a potential experience where I can't get out. Okay, I don't have a way to exit or extricate myself. And that's really what we're feeling. And oftentimes as we get a little bit older, it can tend to get worse and worse and worse. Here's why.
Why?
Because our brains are wired to worry, number one, and our brains are predictive machines. So if I've just gone to Wingfest or I've just gone to a concert or if I've just gone to a big cocktail party where I really felt like I could not escape, my brain's going to be on guard when it comes to getting out or getting away.
So crowd anxiety, social anxiety are really two different things, are they?
Yeah, they are. What we were talking about and what we've been talking about is not feeling like I can get out of the way.
Okay.
And when I'm in the middle of a heritage crowd, what do I do about this? So now we know that it's more of a phobia thing. So here's my recommendation, Robyn, for you, for me, for any of us who aren't real comfortable in crowds. First of all, have a plan. And what that plan really looks at
Of escape?
Kind of an escape route, if you will. Where are the bathrooms? How long am I going to stay? Where are we going to meet up if we get separated?
Because I feel I'm going to get lost.
Exactly. That's funny.
I'm separated from my husband, and then I start to panic.
Exactly. And so we know when it comes to heritage, and we'll use that, we know where the clubhouse is, because that's sort of the anchor. That will always be our go-to point, if at any point in time. And the other piece of it that's really important is set a time limit.
Yes.
You know what, hon? We're going to meet in 45 minutes, no matter what. If we get separated, that's what we'll do. And I think what helps with that, what helps with feeling afraid of a crowd is knowing you've got some options. And again, it's like any kind of phobia, there is exposure therapy. If I expose myself to maybe a half an hour the first day, and maybe I go back on Friday for an hour, maybe by Sunday, I'll either watch it on TV or I'll be ready to go for a few hours.
Right. I know one of my grandsons that when they have pep rallies at school, Grandma, can you come pick me up? I don't really like to be at the pep rally, and I don't know why. I guess it's hot, it's a lot of people, a lot of noise. Is that kind of the same?
And that's exactly a different kind of crowd fear, and that's more of an ADHD crowd fear.
Okay.
The stimulation, exactly what you said, the stimulation, the sounds are so overwhelming. I get too much stimulation and too much input. One of the interesting things about these whole discussions is what we tend to do in those cases is we step back. We don't engage. Guess what?
You should.
We should engage.
I agree.
It's like anything else. I'm not saying you have to go to a giant concert for 7 hours, but little by little, if I can get myself used to doing some of these things I don't like, my brain gets the message, I'm safe.
Yeah, it's all about being safe.
It's all about, everything breaks down to, if I feel safe, I can manage it. And I think we're so fortunate to have the heritage here. It's a shame if you want to go to not be able to go. So I think there are always ways to manage your stress.
Very good. Good advice, as always, from Dr. Debi Lynes. Thanks, Debi. And we'll be right back with more news. Don't go away.